Our great Shankara has said about spirituality and spiritual qualification and sadhana. He says, Panditya Balya Maunakhyani Sadhanani Sadhaitavyani. He said, read, learn well and become wise, Panditya, scholarship. Balya, childlike innocence. And Mauna, silence, means meditation. So this simplicity will be had provided you have a good and fair knowledge of things. What is simplicity? Straightforwardness. Don't have any kind of a show. Do not believe in ostentation. Say what you have in your mind. Think what you can. Let there be no difference between your thought, speech and act. Whatever you think, suppose you are asked, what is your age? How many answers you have? What is your name? Who are your parents? Have you had your food this morning? To all these questions, how many answers are there, you tell me? Only one answer. One question about you, only one answer. Why should you have a different answer? So be simple, innocent. For innocence, you don't want any special training. Just like a child. Think in a simple manner. And then any quality, if you want to develop, you should spend time on that quality. I told a disciple of mine, he said, I want to have commitment and dedication. Swamiji, what shall I do? I started laughing on the telephone. Then I said, shall I tell you? Will you listen to me? Yes. You start saying, commitment. I want to have commitment. Committed. I want to have. And think of what is meant by commitment. If you know of anybody who had commitment and with commitment they attained something very great, think of them, remember them, go into the details. Spend sufficient mind hours on the quality. I put it 50 mind hours if you spend on quality, say simplicity and austerity, you will become simple and austere. 50 mind hours you have to spend on it. Am I clear?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
50 mind hours. Don't play any duplicity here. Mind hours. Oh, I want to be simple. Therefore what? By mere wanting, you will not get it. Follow up the want. How will you follow it up? Follow it up with the mind. It cannot be followed by the body. Simplicity is a quality of the mind. So the mind should follow it. You should start dreaming simplicity. Dreaming. Then you will find you have become simple. Austerity. What is austerity? Austerity is very simple to understand. Whatever you do regularly, every day you get up in the morning, you have food 3-4 times a day. The first austerity will be at least once in a week, you do not eat 1 time a day. Start once. Sacrifice 1 solid meal. It is an austerity. Decide that I will go for a walk for at least half an hour or 45 minutes every day. And do it every day, it becomes an austerity. If you believe in temple and worship, say on Sunday or Monday or Wednesday, I will go to that temple and spend half an hour there doing circumambulation and chanting some prayers, etc. without talking to anybody. I will spend the time in silence in the temple for half an hour and come back. It becomes an austerity. Either dropping whatever you regularly do or doing additionally something. Both these are austerities. So, develop austerity. Our mind is so powerful that I want to have an apple. I want to have an apple or a coconut or anything. If you focus repeatedly on the thought, you will have it. Our mind is a treasure, my dear souls. None of you knows it. Where are you seeing the whole world, I am asking you? Answer me. Our body is inert. It cannot see. It cannot feel. It has no sensing power. Our senses and the body are made up of matter. Still you see a wide world around you. Tell me, where are you seeing? Are you seeing in the cornea? Light rays reflected from the objects touch the cornea. Instantly the eye sends electrical pulses to the brain center. And the brain centers interpret the experience and knowledge. So the whole perception is an inner process. It is not an object or objective process. It is a subjective inner process. And the whole thing is done by the mind. Our life is lived by, in, for, of the mind. Understand the mind to be the total of your life. And enrich it, treasure it, develop it in the manner you want. Human life is only for mental, intellectual development, not for anything else. Eat to the extent you need, not more. Dress to the extent you need and want. Can you sit or drive in 2 cars at the same time? Can you lie on 2 cots? Can you dress more than for your body? So our needs are limited. We don't have too many needs, very limited needs. Contentment, joy, fulfillment, delight. Are they physical or object-based? Tell me, my dear souls, is not contentment an emotion? And as an emotion, it belongs to the mind. Mind alone can generate contentment. With many things, the mind can be sorrowful. With nothing, it can be super delighted. So, should you run after the mind or should you run after the objects of the world? Answer me with discretion and follow the answer. Keeping the mind, you are begging for contentment. You are running after the objects of the world. Contentment is an emotion. That emotion is generated by the mind. A man is judged not by what he has, but by what he is. He is. He is. Will you appreciate these beautiful values and truths of the world? What quality is there which you cannot cultivate? Can you keep in touch with us? Any quality that you want, keep in touch with us. I will make you have the quality in about 2-3 months' time. It can even be faster. So I told my disciple Rajiv, start thinking. You know, after a week, 10 days, he said, Swamiji, I have become very committed and very dedicated. After 1 or 2 years, when we were exiting from the airport in Delhi, he said, because he was known to the customs people, they made special arrangements. He showed one customs officer and said, I told him what you have told me. And he has become very efficient in his job. Every day he catches 2 cases. And all his colleagues are not getting any case. He became committed and dedicated. Is the idea clear to you? Huh? Don't have pseudo thinking. Think well, deeply. Have integrity in whatever you say. Desire is a traitor. It always constricts the mind. Let the mind be fully applied to, and you can win the whole world. Today, they have not selected that particular verse which I would have preferred. Otherwise, I would have told you. Bhagavad Gita gives you in a single verse a formula to master the world. Master the world. Live in this world as a master, not as a slave and a servant. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita.